Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Bullish Network. Get ready for a global currency TCFD XRP task force. Guys, I did a hell of a rabbit hole here. You're not going to want to miss this one. This is all about the task force on climate change, increasing transparency. Mark Carney is the chair of this initiative, and it's backed by the biggest banks on the planet, in which are all already partnered with Ripple. I truly believe there's an initiative going on behind the scenes that's kind of combined in the urgency of climate change and a sustainable financial system, as they are saying, which I believe definitely ties back to Ripple. Basically, they're saying that, to have a sustainable financial system, you have to have pretty much a green system, which is XRP, because it's pre-mined versus BTC Ethereum mining and controlled by just China dominance in mining. So you do not want to miss this video, guys. We're going to have a hell of a rabbit hole. But first thing first, guys, before we get that started, executive at Coinbase and Ripple unveil new push to advance cryptocurrency adoption in the U.S. So, guys, I'm going to have to say, since day one, I've pretty much been saying Coinbase and Ripple Labs on the same team. And it's so good to see an article finally come out to say this. A pair of executives at Ripple and Coinbase are leading a new push for smart regulation that foster transparency and fairness in the world of cryptocurrency, driving mainstream adoption. The Market Integrity Working Group, co-chaired by Coinbase Senior Director and Associate General Counsel Rachel Nelson and Ripple Head of Global Institutional Market Brianna Madigan, Coinbase, Ripple Labs, same team, seek to help regulators understand their role in advancing the blockchain and cryptocurrency industry. Holy moly. Guys, one thing I can say is I'm extremely excited about this digital currency initiative, this new asset class. I truly recommend, guys, getting a Coinbase account, a Binance USA account, get some digital currency. I'm not a financial advisor. It's coming, that's for sure. Okay, I want to give a huge shout out to Alex Yeet at ALEJAND88747964 at Alex Yeet. He actually sent me this video right here, guys. This is the UN and central banks, Rockefeller and Rothschild's group. So, and I also want to highlight Spyro. I will link this video in the description, but this video is a must see. What they go into on this one, guys, is the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures, the TCFD. Now, this is a major rabbit hole.
That all of the members of the task force were handpicked by the Financial Stability Board. Now, before Mark Carney was the governor of the Bank of England, he was the head of the Financial Stability Board, whose members consist of virtually every central bank in the G20, like the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, Russia, China, Japan, and many others, in addition to the IMF, the World Bank, and the Bank for International Settlements. So I guess the private task force isn't so private after all. So who's partnered with this task force? They have nearly 1,000, quote, supporters, according to their website, including the governments of Canada, Chile, France, Sweden, UK, Japan, and others, major central banks, and national banks, including Banco Santander.
Now, this is basically where I apologize. No, this is basically where I left off, and this is where he left off, and I'm going to pick up from here. Now, this is who supports this initiative. So I went to this. This is the TCFD, Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures, TCFD supporters. And once you go here, guys, first name to jump out at me is Accentra. We know Accentra is a Ripple partner. But what's interesting, if you look at the dates on these, this is June 17th. This Accentra has been backing this sustainable financial initiative. So my belief is, now we know Accentra runs on Ripple. We also got Bank of America, Banco Santander. Here we go. Banco Santander runs on Ripple. Bank of America runs on Ripple. So, and this is since 2017, June 2017. So I believe that same thing right here. Bank of New York Mellon runs on Ripple. Matthew Mellon Air, he died with 2 billion XRP. He bought it in 2016 because he knew the direction that they were going to go with this XRP. Now this one jumped out at me also right here, guys. Here's Barclays. Now, Barclays is also Ripple partner. Ripple, MasterCard, and Barclays partner on 1.7 million XRP remittance startup. Some of the biggest technology names in the world are teaming up with the new XRP-based project. The XRP remittance company Sinfriend has just raised a staggering 1.7 million pre-seed funding round. The funds are coming from 13 of the best-known tech and blockchain companies. So, the XRP remittance startup can now boost prominent investors as Techstars, MasterCard Foundation, and 2020 Ventures. Interestingly enough, the company was started by experienced professionals at the World Bank and other prominent companies to serve as a remittance corridor between the United States and the Philippines. The startup is currently using Ripple's service solution X Rapid, which is now ODL. So, the target market for Sinfriend is probably why the company is getting so much attention, and so many prominent investors are placing their trust in this startup. According to a report from the World Bank, the Philippines was the world's third largest remittance country as of April 2018. This trend is very likely to continue in the future. So the remittances and Sinfriend is only going to fill and get bigger market and a better business niche. So, wow, that's like huge. Now, basically, if you go to, like I said, guys, here's Bank of America, Barclays, which we just uncovered, Barclays, Ripple, Sinfriend. Now, if you go to climate leadership, how to support the TCFD, now they pretty much got some things in place that will help you if you support them. Some of the potential benefits associated with supporting the task force: easier or better access to capital. So basically they're saying, hey, once you join this initiative and you're working with us, we can make things better for you. That's kind of interesting. Something else I pulled out of this, guys, is, of course, Mark Carney. When you go to, let me see, it's the TCFD. Now, when you go to the first page, I just want to show you guys this. Because who do you see right here? There's Mark Carney, because Mark Carney is the chair of the TCFD. And I also pulled this out of this. This is the Bank of England speech, strengthening the foundation of sustainable finance. So what we're talking about, guys, is sustainable finance. Mark Carney, governor of the Bank of England, the Tokyo Summit 2019. It's an honor to join this inaugural TCFD summit. There could be no better host than Japan. Prime Minister Abe made climate change an important theme of the Japanese G20 presidency, calling nations to put promise into practice. An environmental minister recently said Japan is committed to realizing a decarbonized society. Wow. Japanese companies are heeding these calls. In the past year, almost 200 Japanese firms have joined the TCFD, bringing Japan to the top of the TCFD league table. So Japan's at the top. Really interesting scenario here. If you go down here a little bit farther, the path ahead, increasing quality. I just want to show you guys one thing. Okay, it's going to be down a little bit farther. Okay, right here. Relationship between stock and price and the number of TCFD disclosures made. So, better TCFD disclosures and opportunity. Research by the Bank of England, Ripple Partner, and PwC runs on VeChain finds a positive correlation between companies' stock and the number of TCFD disclosures that firms make. So what they're saying is, if you're a partner of this initiative, Sustainable Finance, and you're invested in this, when they release the reports, the stock price goes up. So they're just pretty much trying to convince you to, hey, you should join this initiative. But I found something really interesting down here at the bottom. If you go to right here, the Bank of England is doing its part. Once again, Japan is leading the way. The GPIF, the world's largest pension fund. So once again, Japan is leading the way. CKJ, Korea, China, Japan. GPIF, the world's largest pension fund, calculates that its portfolio is aligned to a 3.5-degree world. So I wanted to look up a little bit deeper into that government pension investment fund in Japan, Tokyo. Government Pension Fund is an incorporated administrative agency established by the Japanese government. It is the largest pool of retirement savings in the world. The Japan's GPIF is the largest public fund investor in Japan by assets and is a major proponent of stewardship principles. Now, the GPIF has diversified investments with the following. Now, Bank of New York Mellon, right there, Ripple partner Matthew Mellon died with 2 billion XRP. Here's BlackRock, also PNC is a Ripple partner. PNC owns 22% of BlackRock. Fidelity's on here, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. I saw somebody else. So, oh yeah, Wellington Management. Wellington Management is the one that backs the investors in Earthport before Visa acquired it. So, pretty much, guys, I'm saying if they're talking about sustainable financial system, clearly XRP is the key. Increasing transparency makes market more efficient. So to me, that is saying welcome to blockchain technology. Increasing transparency, blockchain technology makes market more efficient and economies more sustainable and resilient. Michael Bloomberg, really interesting right there. So guys, like I said, I will link this video in the description right here. The UN and central banks, Rockefeller and Rothschilds. This is one hell of a deep dive right here. I pretty much just wanted to go a little bit deeper with Mark Carney and his ties to the TCFD. But clearly, guys, it's coming. And, Mark Carney came out with the 50 Shades of Green. Mainstreaming a sustainable investing will require a richer taxonomy. 50 Shades of Green. Whoa, huge. So, I want to give a huge shout out to sending out bullish mugs to the Bullish family is my hobby. I sent this bullish mug out to Bet the Vet. I've been sending out mugs to different people in the live streams on CKJ Crypto News. I will link the live stream channel in the description if you guys don't follow the live streams. I'd like to thank you for watching the Bullish Network and shout out to Bet the Vet. I want to give a huge shout out to Digital Asset Daily. Bob Way, a former Ripple employee, explained the Ripple IPO on April 16th, 2019 in an interview with CKJ Crypto News. So, pretty much, guys, there's all this talk now of Ripple IPO. Well, Bob Way, former Ripple employee, broke the IPO news to me quite some time ago. Really interesting scenario there.
To continue up and up and up, right? You notice there's no crashing on this chart.
Okay.
I want the XRP price to continue up and up and up, right? You notice there's no crashing on this chart.
Okay.
I want Ripple, the company, to IPO so I can sell some of that stock I have. A lot of questions on XRP chat. People ask me how I have and value. If you want to know details, it's all on XRP chat.
What, the stock in XRP, Ripple Labs itself?
Yeah, I have a Ripple Labs stock. The value is about equal. About 50% of my value, the way I understand it now, is in Ripple stock if you take the current market, and about 50% is in XRP. And because the stock is related to XRP prices with the holdings, that kind of stays in lockstep.
Well, that's a really interesting scenario right there. He said pretty much the stock price is equivalent to what the XRP price is. So that's really interesting. It's kind of saying that, hey, we do need a higher value of XRP to get a higher IPO value. And I will link Digital Asset Daily in the description. I highly recommend checking him out. And he did link the full interview right here also. Thank you big time, Digital Asset Daily. And you got to check out his YouTube channel too. Also, guys, I got this article from Digital Asset Daily also. Former Ripple employee Dilip Rio highlights key components of new financial system. So, Dilip Rio, ex-global head of infrastructure at Ripple, said the blockchain firm's talented team are working on derivatives trading in digital assets, digital asset borrowing, and lending. So pretty much, guys, Ripple Labs former employee Dilip Rio has highlighted some key components of a financial system that is being developed by Ripple. So clearly, guys, one thing I have been saying is we're working on derivatives, stocks, bonds. Pretty much, guys, we're building the new financial system as we speak. And I think the Smart Carney task force pretty much backs that up big time. BIS flips on digital currencies as of 2020. Pretty much, Augusta Carcine, general manager at BIS, dismissed the rise of digital currencies. Now he says the technology is truly amazing. I'm here to tell you guys that these guys have flooded the market whenever it started getting out of hand. Now they can't hold it back no more. Them hidden hands in dark rooms are becoming visible. BIS flips welcome to the great wealth transfer. That is for sure. Guys, I want to highlight this really quick. Could XRP rally higher and hit 692 this year? Guys, I ran across this article on Deshaun the Legend Goodwin's Twitter page. I will link Deshaun the Legend Goodwin's Twitter in the description. If you guys want to see this article or read this article, it is right here. Could XRP rally higher and hit 692? I apologize. I really appreciate if you guys go there and give Deshaun a follow and check out this article and let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Bullish Network. The Bullish Bull will come down right now. Smash that bull to subscribe to the channel. I think we're about 100 subscribers away from 5K. Maybe we'll hit 5K on this video with your support. Also, smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I really appreciate your time. Let me know what you guys think. Is Mark Carney talking about XRP when he references a sustainable financial system? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for your time. Much love. Mahalo. Have a good day.